Hello. Hello to all the replay viewers. If there is going to be any. Oh wait, is this me? Brandy, why are you going live now? Oh no! Deal with you later. Right, hello. This is a little experiment. Basically, I was on ChilliJunkies scope a couple of days ago, yesterday even, and got chatting with the lovely Bea, or Beth, from Make It Real, and we got like a little bit of jokey about making some cookies. It was like the debate of, do you have an apple, do you have a cookie? And I said, well, why don't you make apple cookies? Problem solved. So I've been out to the shop. We basically hashed out a quick recipe, in the chat. Just so it's got a bit silly, but main ingredients are apples, dates, maple syrup. Going to use some of my maybe nutmeg and cinnamon. We were discussing making it gluten free, but I haven't got any gluten free flour, so I'm just going to use some Boggo standard plain, and then we can play about with it. Oh, and lemon juice as well I need to get out. Well, I'll put my lemon juice. A little bit of lemon juice, again, thinking about doing like lemon or lime or orange, but I've got some lemon juice in, so I'm going to use that. It's going to be a very quick, basic sort of recipe. I don't really do like weights and measures in my cooking. I just kind of play about with it really. But there's a rough recipe that I've got in one of my little books. It gives you like 8 ounces of butter, which is 225 grams, 140 grams or 5 ounces of sugar, 1 egg yolk, 2 teaspoons vanilla extract, and 280 grams or 10 ounces of plain flour. So we are going to try and make this kind of like a healthy cookie. So we're not using sugar, we're going to be using the maple syrup. So we were thinking about using a gluten-free flour, but we'll get over that. The eggs, fresh from my chicken this morning. So yeah, I've got 3 chickens, fresh eggs, and the butter. So, what I'm going to do, some of the recipes I've been looking at do like dried fruit and stuff, but I just thought if I grate an apple and then I'll chop up my dates, we can try that, eh? I'll do my knife. Knife's over here. Now, I'm using the iPad, so I can't like flash it around a lot, but I'm going to be seeing if I can scope this well enough. We're clearing a little bit of space. I want to try and sort of, do that, but may not work. Let's see now. We'll do the apples in a minute. We'll do those last because we don't want them going brown. We do have dates. Not weighed it. Let's see. We'll weigh the dates. It's basically a handful. I brought a packet and thought, oh, that will be enough. It's probably far too many than we need. So that one. Make it a bit even. So yeah, let's call it 100 grams of dates. Yeah. Have those for the chef later. So I'm just going to chop. I don't know if I can move this down. I mean, I've got it so we can see, but let's see if I can move it down and you can watch me chop. Can you watch me chop? The thing with iPad stands is that they normally bend things backwards. Let's have a look, see if I can do something without it being too silly. That's alright, you can't really see what I'm up to, but you can see my hands at least. So this is like a little tribute to ChilliJunkies and Bea, because we had a laugh, they're great chaps. letting us muck about on their scopes and have a laugh. And I just thought, fancy making some biscuits, some cookies. So let's just have a play about. And that's it. If you use something like maybe an almond flour, I'm not really into my gluten-free stuff, so I don't know what the trends are at the minute. But yeah, and hopefully, I know it doesn't look like there's any viewers in at the minute, but I do have a catch account. So if you go onto my Twitter, which is @ChilliJunkies, there should be a link to the capture replay thing. So if you don't get it in the next 24 hours, it should be on there. And those of my somewhat regular viewers that have seen me before, this has got nothing to do with chilies. You could possibly put chilies in there, but this isn't having them. This is just Apple&date, a few other bits and pieces. So you can see I've just slowly breaking these dates down into choppable bits, so they're not too big for the cookies. What do you reckon? Nice and sticky. I'll put those back in their bowl. This one. Yeah, just little sort of chumpy bits. So that might be too many, we'll see. So yeah, that's that. Chopped dates. Lovely, lovely. Butter-wise, again, I kind of just go off by eye, really. So, well-used packet of butter. Probably use maybe about half of that. Stick it on my little weigher. What have I got? That's 130 grams, so that'll probably do. Because I normally do about 130 of flour, 150 of flour. So let's reset that. So I don't normally bother. I get like a mug, get a mug of flour, half a mug of sugar, that kind of thing. That's 150 grams of flour. I think I'll go for more than that actually. It's not looking a lot. Let's try 200 grams. Yeah, 200 grams of flour. Just plain flour. Yeah, the white stuff. And to that we add a little sprinkle of salt. About half a teaspoon. Because it's apple, we do love a bit of cinnamon with the apple. So again, I'm going to use what that's probably about a teaspoon of cinnamon. A little bit of nutmeg, because why not? Half a teaspoon of nutmeg. And might as well stick these dates in now. Yeah, coming together. And just get that all in there, get that mixed in. Beautiful, beautiful. Now then, let's try half this butter to start with. So we had 130 grams in the packet, so sticking half of that in. It's around about, what, 70, 65, something like that. Let's get that in there, can you see? Yeah. Now again, I'm not really up on my sort of vegan and vegetarian and gluten-free side of things, but I'm sure if you get some like vegetable shortening maybe instead of the butter, you could do that. Rub that in. I think I could probably do with a little bit more. It's still looking, I mean, you want it to be quite dry because it's supposed to be a biscuit, a cookie. And we have got, I'm going to put the wet stuff in yet obviously, so we've got to account for the apple and the maple syrup. So another couple of bits of the old butter. Get rid of that. What do you think? So that's the dates, the flour, a little pinch of salt, some cinnamon, some nutmeg, about maybe 50 grams at most of butter, maybe a bit more, 70 grams, 80 grams, getting confused. But yeah, for those that you're interested, this is my knife. I've had this since I was 15 and I went to catering college. There's my little thing that I burnt in there with a soldering iron. So this is what, about 20 years old, 22 years old, this knife. Never left my side, even though I don't do chefing anymore. I've still kept all my catering knives. Come in handy. Don't get quality like that, do you? I like it. Right, so that's the dry ingredients and the butter mixed in. So if you squish it, it kind of forms, but it's not wet to the touch yet. But it does form together. Into that, again, no sort of measurements or anything, just doing this off the top of my head. Hello, how you doing, Ange? This is me. Hi. Just trying to do a bit of we are doing.